what I want to sort of talk about is that, look, we've been here before. Like it's great, and I'm not here to dismiss it. But look, Ben Jacobs has confirmed it. South American reports last night were hinting at it. Manchester United effectively are going to sign this lad called Cristian Orozco from Colombia for we don't know what fee it is, but he's agreed a deal to sign for Manchester United. He's a Wonderkid. His name's Cristian Orozco. He'll join the club when he turns 18 next year. He's currently 17. Man United have a preliminary agreement in place with his club, Fortaleza. And apparently he captains the team to the final of the South American championships. So, look, great. But honestly, I'm sort of at the point now where it was really exciting to sign Leon. And people were like, when we get Leon next summer, he's going to go straight in the team or at least be a backup. Where is Leon? You know, it's mid-September. He doesn't even get on the bench. So he's a player for the future. So I look at Orozco and I sort of like go, great. But as Jube says, we need players for the now. And as it says on the thumbnail, too late. How does this help Ruben Amorim, who hasn't been given a midfielder, who is under immense pressure, somewhat unfair pressure, somewhat justified pressure? How does signings like this help him? These are the sort of signings that have got patience written all over it, and that patience is something the media doesn't allow, and some fans do not allow. So I look at it and I go, ooh, Orozco, let's go Orozco, defensive midfielder. We need a defensive midfielder. He's a Wonderkid from Colombia. Ooh, he's from South America. He's probably got that South American grit. He probably comes from a background, if we're being stereotypical, that's not that wealthy. So, you know, he's like the old school midfielders of Roy Keane and Paul Ince that, you know, they get it. You know, they get that being a footballer is a privilege, and they get that playing for Man United is a dream. And they're going to come into that midfield and they're going to work their socks off, and they're going to be full of passion and intensity and consistency. Oh, we're cooking. But then you go, he's 17. He's not coming till next year. By the time he comes here, we might have a new manager. If we haven't got a new manager, he'll still be under pressure. Will he throw him into the midfield? You know, is Mainu getting chances in the midfield, or are we picking a guy that's not a midfielder over Mainu? So your brain sort of goes, yay, this is great to sign a player like this. And it is, of course it is. But then your brain goes, hold on a minute. We've got a player called Mainu, who most of us think is better than Bruno in the midfield, who's working his socks off in training, who's come through the youth setup, who has got the right attitude, and he can't even get in the team. So why would I get excited about? Well, I am excited, but why would I get optimistic about how that's going to impact Man United right here, right now? I wouldn't, because it's not. And why would I get excited about it impacting Man United next season? Well, it probably won't do. Look at Leon, and will Amorim even be here? So look, we have to be better at our scouting, and we have to be better at our scouting in South America. So this is another tick in the box, but it's long term, and we have to have a long term plan. I'm not in any way, shape or form dismissing this and saying it's not good. It is good, but is it urgent? Is it needed? Yes, it is needed. Does it help us here and now? No, because as we saw with, and I know if you watched the 8 o'clock show last night, you probably saw this, but I think it was Mike McGrath reporting last night about how, where was it? I think it was, here we go. Yeah. Mike McGrath last night in the Telegraph, basically saying that Man United are ready to lead the way next summer in the race for holding midfielders, with the position expected to dominate the transfer market. Baleba, Wharton and Elliot Anderson are likely to be in high demand next year. And that's where I scream and shout and say, too late. It's too late to apologise. It's too late. And I think that's a cracking song, by the way, but I think it's a very relevant point. Like, on the one hand, we've got this immediacy of let's get rid of the manager. And on the other hand, we're like, next summer, we're going to buy midfielders. We're going to make a massive splash in the window next summer. And I'm like, we could have made a massive splash 3 weeks ago. Could have made, you know, we really, really could have done. And we didn't. And we need them now. We don't need them next summer. So, yeah, look, we've got to have future plans, but I do think we often focus too far in the future and not on the now. And I think that's my sort of concern about it.